This is the Say It Can't Gamer, and you are live with the MMA-Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA-Holes, 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 MMA-Holes.
Boom, 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 boom.
No way.
Oh!
From the Queen Studios of New York, GSP versus Nate Diaz, UFC 224 Fight Week, Bellator 199 Fight Week. Justin the Fort Sumter, 6-1 pro fighter, has some huge news, and you're going to hear it tonight with the MMA-Holes. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful. What's going on? TGIW, it's Wednesday night. The Wednesday show is here. What's up, Michael Anzalone? What's up, all you motherfuckers in the chat? It's good to see all you guys tonight on the MMA Holes Live. TGIW is 2 hours of wonderful, wonderful fun. We're going to take some phone calls. We're going to run through some topics. There is a ton of stuff to talk about tonight. Like, I am not kidding. There is a lot of squat to talk about because there's two fights this weekend. Bellator and the UFC will be on at the same time. So we're going to be doing a
Dual Fight Buddies. Yeah.
Dual Fight Buddies. That's right. Where we react to two fights instead of one. Justin the Fort Sumter, friend of the show. This man was the first pro fighter that was on the MMA Holes Friends of Nick Newell. Well, he's got some huge news tonight. Huge news tonight, Justin the Fort Sumter. You want to stay around for that. Just trust me on this. At 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Justin the Fort Sumter, who is training at FAA with the Notorious Nick Newell, the one-armed killer that's fighting for the UFC very soon. Justin the Fort Sumter is going to come on, and he's going to give us some news. Let me get some guesses in the chat what that news can be. But it's big. It's huge. Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to take you through the show. It's good to see all you guys, and we are live as well. We are live on the website. Check it out over here. With the Notorious Nick Newell. There I am. Oh, my God. I'm so fucking good looking. It's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Check out our website. The link is in the description, the MMAHoles.com. We have the message board that is going 24/7. So check this motherfucker out on the MMA Holes. If you got any MMA hole art or any of that stuff, well, there's a penis. But it's not real, so don't worry. There's a Jewish man. But yeah, we have some MMA news and some dysfunctional, what is this, Nuri Muhammad. What did he put? All right, here we go. Breaking Goat Mystic Moss holds up a gas station. I can't.
Wonderful.
Well, there you go. All right, so according to Nuri Muhammad, I oh my God, it's very dramatic. As Mystic Moss is walking in, the goat, he holds up a gas station. There I am with a gun, and there's JVH with the getaway vehicle, and I'm in the back over there with a crown on. Oh, that's real, Joey Faggoter. That's real. It's not fake news. That's completely real. Shout out to Nuri Muhammad. Fucking Nuri Muhammad is he's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Oh my God, that's the beauty of the message board. Like I just here's Vigo's crew over here. I don't know who they are. Let's see. Okay, what's going on here? All right. So anyway, yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's another thing on here. NH dropped something on the message board. Meet a new delicious creamy Heinz real mayonnaise. He likes 100% cage-free eggs and adding great taste to your favorite food. And there's, I don't know. Thank you, NH. I don't know. Anyway, if you have something ridiculous, drop it on the message board. Link in the description. Description. All right, GSP versus Nate Diaz. That's right. George St. Pierre versus Nate Diaz is all over the place. Dana White says it looks like it's going to happen. Now he fought his brother. Now he's going to fight Nate Diaz. We're going to start the show off with this topic, and then we're going to roll into the rest of the topics, and then friend of the show, Justin the Fort Sumter, will be stopping by to show that great news to the MMA-Holes, or tell that great news to the MMA-Holes. Now, guys in the chat, gals in the chat, do you want to see this fight? George St. Pierre versus Nate Diaz. When I first saw this, I was like, I really didn't give a fuck, right? And I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay. And they're saying, yeah, super fight's going to happen. I think it's UFC 227 that they're looking to put this on. And listen, it is what it is. I mean, George St. Pierre, he wants to get paid. And all right, shout out to George St. Pierre for getting paid. But against Nate Diaz, it makes no fucking sense to me. Now, I believe if this fight was going to happen, it's got to be at 170, right? There are rumblings that it might happen at 155. Now, Nate Diaz does belong at 155, but George St. Pierre, who says he may fight Conor McGregor, he wants to fight Conor McGregor, well, it's going to be at 155. I don't see that happening. GSP, if he were to fight Nate Diaz, I feel 170 is the weight class where they should clash. But I don't fucking like the fight. I just don't like it. I mean, I want to see Nate fight. I want to see GSP fight. I just don't want to see them fight together. I don't. I want to see both guys fight, but not each other. It makes no fucking sense. Like Jake Troy says, terrible matchup for Nate. It is. It's a horrible matchup for Nate. What are we doing? What, like seriously, what the fuck is going on? Fuck me. It's time to rant. Yeah. Every dance.
It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Chris is gonna rant and piss people off. It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Get ready for a rant
And get pissed off.
If you care, go away. I don't want you here anyway. Chris is gonna rant. Chris is gonna rant.
Fuck, fuck, fuck. Shit, fuck, fuck. No, 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 no. 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 Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Nate Diaz versus GSP. I don't want to fucking see it. I want to see them fight, but not each other. What are we doing? I thought GSP wanted a legacy fight. Says Wheezing 336. Yeah. What is this? What is this shit? Come on. Now, yeah, okay. Maybe you can make some money off it. Nate's a draw. GSP's a draw. Okay. Maybe get some money off of the fight, but what? What? What are we doing? What's going on? Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, I don't know if this fight's set in stone yet. It looks like Dana really wants to make it. But can someone jump into the chat room right now and tell me, Mystic Moss, why I should want to see this fight? Someone, please, tell me, why should I want to see Nate Diaz versus George St. Pierre? Let me know, because I don't fucking have an idea what the fuck I want to see. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. ESPN, with their contract, and when we got to pay more money for fucking fights, we get that news dropped on us, and now we're going to see it. I don't want to see it. Now, yeah, the ratings would probably be good for that for my show. I could be selfish and be like, yeah, make the fight happen so I can get great ratings. No, I want to fucking enjoy a good fight. I don't want to see GSP beat the fuck out of Nate Diaz. Because that's what's going to happen. GSP is going to beat the fuck out of Nate Diaz. What are we doing? What's going on here? Why can't we have Nate Diaz versus Eddie Alvarez? I know Eddie Alvarez wants big money before he fights his next fight. He wants to extend his contract. Why don't we see that? Or Dustin Poirier? Come on. What are we going to see GSP versus Nate Diaz for? It makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. What good comes out of this fight? What good comes out of GSP versus Nate Diaz? After this fight, we're like, well, if GSP wins, well, this happens. If Nate Diaz wins, this happens. Nothing happens! Nothing happens! Nothing! There's no reason to watch it! It makes no fucking sense! Let me know, chat room. Let me fucking know right now! Don't be a cunt! like this video and let me know. Nate Diaz versus GSP. GSP won't make 155 though, says Jay Smooth. I agree. That's not going to happen. Dustin versus Eddie for the win, and that is probably Ape Ride. How you feeling? I hope your stomach's feeling great. Staley02, the Jew matchmakers are losing their mind. I agree. What's with the Jew stuff, guys? I mean, it's funny, but what the fuck's going on? Chris loves mayo. No. Jay Smooth blames ESPN. That whole thing is a whole nother disaster. I mean, please, for the love of God, if I have to spend money on ESPN Plus to watch a fucking Fight Pass fight, I'm going to take this fucking computer, I'm going to smash it through the wall, and then I'm going to cry because I just ruined all my equipment, and then I'm going to be like, fuck you, UFC. Diaz welcomes Chandler to UFC, says the girth. Fucking A, bro. That's the truth, says Rico. That's right. That's right. Or Richo or Rico, whatever your name is. Thank you. Is this real news, says John Brown. Dana White said that it's going to happen. This is what he wants. Now, it makes sense because they want money. But come on, guys. What are we doing? We got fucking 10 likes. All right, guys. It's Wednesday night. We got about 60 people watching. Don't be a cunt. Let's like the fuck out of this video. Go! Fuck Disney! Disney can suck my dick! Disney, suck my dick! All right, let's dance.
I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. Fuck you, dislikes.
And Disney.
I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I've got 10 likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
I hope the 9 likes die in a Disney World fire. How about that? Instead of AIDS, I hope the 10 dislikes die in a Disney World fire. All you 10 motherfuckers. I hope you burn on fucking Space Mountain. I hope Space Mountain goes down the fucking the first drop, and then all of a sudden the tracks ignite on fire, and you die along with the ESPN people that emerged with Disney. All you die. How about that? All right. Where's Jessie? She's on a little hiatus. She's on a little hiatus, little family thing. She'll be back for Food Court Friday. So everybody calm the fuck down. You're stuck with me. So deal with it. Disney always done it, says Joey Faggoter. Disney and ESPN can burn to the ground. Oh, Disney is dildo to death by a mechanical rape machine. Yeah, fuck Disney. Disney ruins everything. They ruined Star Wars. They're going to ruin the UFC. Disney, Walt, I want to take your fucking frozen head and play basketball with it. I want to play basketball with your frozen head and then fucking put it on the floor, place it, and then fucking kick it through a field goal. That's what I want to do with your stupid frozen head. All thumbs down. What's up? Says Nate Diaz can win, tire him out, and win. GSP looked like dog shit versus Bisping. All thumbs down. I love you. You're a great guy, but you need to type in English. All right? This hieroglyphics that you speak in there is ridiculous. Nate Diaz is not beating GSP. All right? It's not happening. It's not fucking happening. Does anyone in the chat actually think that Nate Diaz would? And let's talk about this, because I think the fight's gonna fucking happen because money, right? I think that's why. And look at GSP in this picture. He's like, huh? Does anyone in this chat, be honest, and I'm not yelling at everyone here, but be honest, does anyone in the chat actually think that Nate Diaz will win this fight? All right? Now, everyone always has a chance, right? Everyone has that fighter's chance, the puncher's chance. Does Nate Diaz have a chance against GSP? I'm going no. Chris, I can't wait to mount you with my stool. Points to Jessie. There you go. Let's fucking donate like crazy tonight. If you got some cash, dig in and stop being a cunt and support the greatest show on YouTube, the MMA-Holes. And here he comes. All thumbs down with the super chat. Everybody fap.
Fap.
All right. Steve Sparks, mush moof. Michael Ancelone says no, nobody thinks that. Nuri Muhammad says no. My uncle, who's a former MMA fighter, trust me, he's not a Diaz fan like me. Says, hey, what's up, the Irish Hammer? What are you doing, motherfucker? Ape Wright says no, nope. Yeah, no one says it. Eddie says that's a shout out to the to the CES New York stream where the lady was screaming.
Super chat.
Like Eddie Alvarez's wife. There he is, old thumbs down.
Chris, I can't wait to mount you with my stool PTJBH.
There you go. Points to Jessie. Jessie will be back for Fuku on Friday. So there you go. It could end like the first Chael Anderson fight, says Drunk Savage. So you're saying Nate Diaz could be winning the whole fight? Or who's Chael Sonnen in that, Drunk Savage? Because Chael Sonnen was winning that fight, and he should have beat Anderson Silva, and there goes that. Don't count out Nate's code name. So code name says don't count out Nate Diaz. He has a chance if they let Diaz bring his caveman brother in the ring with him. Maybe if they have a tag team fight. Maybe if you have a Diaz tag team against GSP. Oh, man. GSP's been, hey, brother, can you come over here and you just slap my palm? I'm going to come in. You can come in and beat him up for me, brother. Okay? Diaz sex.
Fap.
Wonderful.
I don't know what just happened there. GSP would beat Chael. All right, so GSP would be Chael Sonnen, winning the whole fight, and then late in the fight, you're saying that Diaz will win. Okay. Justin the Fort Sumter will be live at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The Tough show will be on in the background. I'm not going to pay much mind to it. Fuck Tough. But Justin will be on. Now, the Fort Sumter, if you're new to this, is a friend of the MMA-Holes, 6-1 pro fighter. He's on a 6-fight winning streak, and he's basically finishing every opponent. I think only one he didn't finish. Justin the Fort Sumter, the first pro MMA guest ever on the MMA-Holes, will be on tonight. But here's the deal. Here's the catch. There is a big, huge announcement, and he's going to make it here. He's actually going to drop the news on the MMA-Holes. So this is what I'm going to do. We're just going to start. We're fucking flying here on Wednesday. TGIW. Let's go, motherfuckers. Everyone take your shirts off. Topics. All right, here we go. The reason why I'm laughing now, I'm pulling the topics from the MMAHoles.com. Go check out our website because it's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right, so there's NH with the mail. What is this? Gary Banjo Sandwich says, bargain sale. Jeans for sale, worn once, but they are too tight. Okay, so, and, oh fuck. All right, okay. If anyone wants those jeans, go to MMAHoles.com and you can buy those. All right, so let's scroll through. Oh, this is very good. All right, we're going to start off with this over here. There we go. This is a very, now this is not MMA Junkie. This is not MMA fighting. This is the MMA Holes. So if you want to go to a real man's and real woman's site, right? Because we like women too. Women are cool. They're not bad. The 7% represent. Call her a wambulance. Throw a dolly and throw a dolly at it. There she is, Rose. Okay, check this out. MMA. Here we go. MMAmania.com says fuck that. Rose Namajunas shuts down Conor McGregor following Instagram apology. All right. So there it is. Instagram apology by the Notorious One. And Rose is like, no. Okay. Rose, get over yourself. All right? You didn't get hurt. Stop being an idiot. All right?
CBD.
Fuck Nate!
CBD.
And Vlad!
CBD.
CBD!
CBD. CBD.
CBD!
CBD.
Yes!
CBD. CBD. CBD.
CBD!
CBD. 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 It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you wanted to get these before or after the fight training and make your life a better place.
Motherfucking Vlad!
I'm putting my money on Nate. The odds are going to be fucking amazing.
That's true.
Who knows, maybe he'll pull something out of his ass. And GSP has to cut 30 plus pounds. Eddie.
Thank you, Vlad. Appreciate it. If anyone does donate tonight, make sure you drop that Eddie in the donation because that is fantastic. Thank you very much, Vlad. Now, yeah, all right. Here's the deal. It is going to be lopsided, right? Nate Diaz versus GSP. You know the fucking odds are going to be fucking stacked in the favor of GSP. You got to believe that, right? So why not throw a bet on Nate Diaz in that fight? I see that. And if it is at 155, yes, GSP would have to cut a lot of weight. So good points over there by Vlad. I just don't, I don't know. First of all, I don't even think the fight's going to happen at 155. I think it's going to be 170 if I had to guess. Or a catch weight or some weird shit. I don't know. There's just too much to go wrong over there. All right, the MMAHoles.com. And here we go. Let's see what else you got over here. Rose Namajunas. Yeah, listen, who gives a fuck? 25 clean pisses and get a cookie. So there you go. USADA is offering free cookies if you piss clean. No, I'm only kidding. USADA to honor UFC fighters who have reached 25 clean drug tests milestone. So there you go. They're going to honor people for pissing clean. And it looks like RDA is catching some head on the way up to victory. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, how about that? USADA is trying to give a little bit of, give a little bit back to the fighters for actually fighting clean. What do you think of the chat? Do you like that? I mean, yeah, I guess that's cool, right? These guys are playing fair, so why not give them a cookie? I don't fucking know. I am unprepared for class. I left the weed in the other room. Be right back. All right, Steve Johnson, we'll wait for you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for Steve Johnson to get back, and hopefully he has some weed for the room. Pa, Steve Johnson's getting weed. We're all gonna wait right here. We're waiting for Steve Johnson. He's getting us some weed. He doesn't hear this song because he's too busy getting weed for the group. It said, please timestamp this song so Steve Johnston can hear the song back. We'll keep singing into.
I'm gonna wrap one on
thank
one
God.
shoulder. I'm gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder, and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
All right.
Just because you went during Gay Week at Disney and didn't get any sex doesn't mean you have to take out your aggression on the thought of Nate Diaz versus GSP being a fight. That fight is fucking amazing, bro. What? Just like Colby vs RDA, by the way.
That's right. If everyone donates, make sure you drop in the Eddie in the donation. Thank you, Filthy Animal. Listen, just because I didn't get gay sex, and that's true, Disney World does have a lot of gay things going on over there. It's fine. Not like there's anything wrong with it. But, yeah, listen, I don't think it's going to be a great fight. All right, the build-up is going to be funny, watching the two fucking go back and forth at each other. I don't know. I'm just sick. I don't know. I'm sick of that shit. Anyway, thank you, Filthy Animal, for the donation. Now, remember, guys, when you donate, make sure you drop in the Eddie in the donation. And, yeah. Let's see. Has Steve Johnson come back? I hope he did. Jen is so hot. Thank you, Filthy Animal. This honky singer was making my ears bleed. All right, let's see what else we have in. Wait, well, topics. OBS has, okay, OBS reconnected. All right, so that's great. All right, so this is the topics over here. For some reason, we disconnected for a second, but we're back on stream, so let's do it again. The fuck? Topics! Motherfucking topics! All right. MMAHoles.com, motherfuckers. MMAHoles.com is where you can find our topics. And if you guys want to drop something over there, feel free at any time. Here we go. Now check this shit out. You're going to love this. Rampage versus 50 Cent. MMA Mania breaks the news over there. MMA Mania, SB Nation pick Rampage Jackson reacts to Bellator MMA call-out from rapper 50 Cent. My face? When a rapper calls me out. The fuck? What is going on tonight? What's the deal? What's up with this? Well, thank God Justin Sumter's coming on the show to save us from the AIDS of the topics tonight. There are a lot of topics, but let me know. Do you guys want to see 50 Cent versus Rampage Jackson? Yes or no? Jesus. Now, Bellator is the place to make it, right? So 50 Cent versus Rampage Jackson. You know what? I wouldn't mind seeing Rampage beat the fuck out of 50 Cent. So why not? Michael Anzalone says yes. And he says, what the fuck? 50 Cent be smoking the same stuff as Kanye is on, says Drunk Savage. And it says no. Codename says no. Jen would save this show. I'm not sure who Jen is, but bring her over here, and I'll fuck her mouth. Rampage versus Cyborg, says Vlad. I'd like to see 50 get smashed, says Nuri Muhammad. So he's like, yes. 50 trying to die. 9 bullets wasn't enough, says Jay Smooth. There you go. 50 Cent needs $1, says Mystic Mitch.
Wonderful, wonderful.
50 Cent needs $1. He does. Ape Riot is laughing. Joey Factor says, LOL, men behaving like women, dress like fashion models, and buy new shoes every month. Thank you for that. Marky Wahoo, what's up? Absolutely, me and him have history. Swear to it. Swear to that. Swear to Christ. Marky Wahoo. Actually, we got to play the Marky Wahoo song. We'll do that at the end. A mouth fucking, says Steve Johnson. Phil the Allen says, Rampage needs some sense. Or sense. Celebrity UFC Stormy Daniels versus Melanie Trump panties match. CM Punk versus Lloyd Banks. Now, what the fuck? I just saw a super chat by Clocks come in. What is up with Streamlabs? Streamlabs. What's going on? Why are you not playing my donations here? Am I going to have to fucking rant again? Where the fuck is Clocks' donation? Well, when that comes through, thank you, Clocks. I don't know what the hell's going on. Your donation is somewhere, and we're going to wait for it. Where the fuck's Clocks' donation? I saw a super chat. Why? Well, while we wait, we got 10 more likes. 10 more likes! You got 64 people with 41 likes? Hey, fucks, like my video now!
I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are witnessing the greatest show on YouTube. If you like MMA, well, you are at the right channel. The MMA-Holes is where it's at. This Saturday, we will hit 10,000 subscribers. We are at 9,921. So subscribe, you cunts.
Why would GSP want to fight Nate? He wants legacy fights. Let Khabib fight Eddie. Let GSP fight Conor. Winners then fight off.
So you want, let's see, let Khabib fight Eddie. Let GSP fight Conor. Winner fights off. So yeah, I agree, Clocks. Thank you, Clocks. I agree. I agree. I just spit all over my mic. I agree, Clocks. I do. I don't know. It's not a legacy fight, right? Nate Diaz versus GSP. It's not like I fight Nate Diaz and that's the terrible GSP. I'm just going to stop. All right. What are we talking about here? You stop distracting me. Thank you for the donations, guys. I do appreciate it. You are all are wonderful, wonderful. If you want to interrupt the show, check that out. Now, guys, if you're just jumping in, breaking news. We broke this in the beginning of the show. Breaking news. Goat Mystic Moss holds up a gas station. So if you've seen this goat, well, I mean, look out for him. There's surveillance videos, and there he is with a gun. And there's JBH on a motorcycle with the getaway ride. So make sure you find, and if you do find out, let's see if anyone has reported. Oh, here's the information on it. More information coming on the strange-looking bearded goat man, now identified by police as Mystic Moss, in quotes, with a cigarette in his mouth, wearing sunglasses, and a crown on his head. He held up a local gas station at about 10 p.m. Tuesday. He was wearing a Desert Eagle, and a sheriff office reported... Wait, hold on a second. I definitely lost the story. Hold on a second. Tuesday, he was wielding a Desert Eagle, and a sheriff officer reported the man robbed the gas station, demanding money from the registers and all kinds of candy. He wanted candy too, apparently. He appeared to be around 3 feet tall. He fled the scene quickly after robbing the gas station, hopping on the back of a motorcycle driven by an unidentified woman who looks to be JBH with a lot of muscles. Anyone with information about the robbery is asked to call the sheriff's office. So if you guys hear anything about it, drop it in the message board because this is some crazy stuff over here. I hope he didn't hurt anybody. That mysterious goat with a crown, Mystic Moss. Okay. All right, here it is. Big news, guys. Big fucking news. Justin the Fort Sumter will be on at 10 p.m. Eastern time. So hang around for that. The Fort will be dropping some silly shit on the MMA-Holes. Hey, check this out. Mike Perry a couple of days ago jumped over to Jackson Wink. Is it good? Is it bad? We want to know in the chat. Jackson Wink, Mike Perry. Now, let's go over to his IG account. And here's the Justin Fort. Let's see, Mike Perry. Actually, he's platinum. Platinum. All right, so Mike Perry off of a couple of losses over here. There he is, the platinum one. And, yeah, he's hanging out in Jackson Wink. Check this out. There he is with floppy hair. Jackson Wink. Do you think this is a good move, yes or no? Here we go. Here he is, high-fiving, flexing the pecs. There's John Bones Jones. Mike Perry with that great influence. John Bones Jones. Arguably the greatest fighter of all time. Arguably the most controversial fighter of all time. Johnny Bones Jones. What do you guys think? I know you guys have a lot of things to say, and there he is over there. So there it is. And I like that he's in Jackson Wink because we know a bunch of people from Jackson Wink. So maybe this will be our ticket to get Mike Perry on the show so you guys could humiliate him like you do with all our guests.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. What am I doing here? Etsy. What is this? Fuck. Anyway, let's go back to the chat. Let's see what you guys think. I'm going to open up the phone lines very, very soon. It's a good move for him, says Cameron Olson. So Cameron says yes, he likes it. Steve Johnson says, by the way, the MMA-Holes Dick checkout codes live stream. It was good. I was like him 20 years ago. So wait, hold on. Did checkout codes. Oh, codes live stream. Oh, there you go. Code. Yeah, Codename. Codename's fucking awesome. Go check out Codename. He's dumpster diving. It's fantastic. I'm riveted. I wish I didn't have to leave. I wanted to watch the stream last night. It was great. Jackson Wink only has one good fighter, says Old Thumbs. It must, well, if it's one good fighter, it must be Devin Clark, right? Friend of the show, Devin Clark. Look at my rainbow over here. It's not because I'm a my little nephew made that for me. So shout out to my little nephew and his rainbow. He's a big man. He made me a rainbow. Great move. Let's see. Anyone remember Winky Wright? Wheezing336 says, speaking of silky shit, it's Mike Perry. Deathstroke OG says he wanted to learn how to get away with steroid use, says Deathstroke. It was an elite fighter, I would go to AKA. So if Nori was an elite fighter, he would go to AKA. Yeah, AKA is pretty badass, right? Was that Daniel Cormier and Khabib? Bones and Perry were out partying, doing lines, says Robert. Listen, we don't know. Can't be a bad move to train with those killers, says Allman Brothers. I mean, Jackson Wink has got some. Think about who they have there, right? Yeah, they have John Jones, of course. But still, he's John fucking Jones. You have Diego Sanchez. You got Devin Clark, our friend. You have Chase Sherman. You have, who else? You have Holly Holm. You have, I know Cub Swanson dips in and out over there. There's a whole bunch of peeps over there. You have Matt DeHarce Fitzpatrick.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Fuck Devin Clark. Tell him to sign a contract. I'll double M and make sure I teabag him in the mount. It says all thumbs down. So there you go. All right. AKA is a sick camp, says Jake Troy. It is. Chris, that's a badass rainbow your nephew drew. Thank you, Anich. It is, right? Look at that fucking thing. And there's a Mexican wrestler mask. Check that over there. It's a Mexican wrestler mask from Mexico. And possibly in an upcoming Fuko Friday, as punishment, someone might have to do a show with that mask on. Why is my mic? What are you doing, Mike? Go away. Clocks. Chris, you should get rewarded today for not breaking law. Ask USADA for a shirt. I know, right? 25 free clean pisses. And, yeah. So that is true. If you guys missed it, we were talking about it earlier. USADA is, if you're 25 pisses clean, they give you a cookie. All right, here we go. Best ring girls are on Cam Soda. So Gary Banjo Sandwich dropped in the message board that the best ring girls ever are on Cam Soda. And, yeah, they have very long ass cracks. You can do what you want with those ass cracks. Oh, yeah. Courtesy of Gary Banjo Sandwich, everybody fap.
Fap. Fap. Fap.
Wonderful.
All right, that's enough of that. Cam Soda is the organization that Felony fought for, and it's a porno site. So if you guys want to check that out, and there's that dildo that will keep on passing. It's an MMA-Holes dildo. All right, what else we got over here? Joanna Yunjacek says, hold on a second. She wants a title shot, right? Again. If she beats the tiny tornado, Tisha Torres, she wants a title shot again. And I say yes. You listen, just because she has problems with Rose doesn't mean she's not a badass. And Tisha Torres is a badass as well. Joanna Jędrzejczyk, if she beats Tisha, yeah, throw her back in the mix. The problem is, do we get to see a rematch with Rose after she lost to her 2 times? So if Rose still has the belt, does JJ still get a shot after beating the tiny tornado? Let me know in the chat. Yes or no? I'm having a lot of fun here, TGIW. I hope you're having fun. Make sure you slap the fuck out of the like button because I said so. Dana White, check this out over here. A Chuck Liddell comeback makes for an unhappy bald man. That's right, Morning Report, MMA fighting. Dana White says Chuck Liddell fighting for Oscar De La Hoya MMA promotion would bum me out. So, yeah, remember when he fought for the UFC and Dana White's like, listen, Chuck, I think it's time. I think your time is up, Chuck. Up, Chuck. Get it?
Wonderful, wonderful.
And he was like, hey, just retire. Go away. And now Chuck Liddell wants to come back. Badass legend. Wants to come fight for Oscar De La Hoya. Now, me, as an MMA fan, as a live streamer, as the greatest channel on YouTube, I say, yeah, fuck it. Let Chuck fight for Oscar De La Hoya. I don't give a fuck. The more MMA promotions, the better for us. The more MMA for us to watch, especially when ESPN is going to charge us for ESPN Plus, and then we have to pay for more UFC. Fight Pass, pay-per-views, and ESPN Plus. What else? What the fuck else do you want from us? Do you want us to give blood? Do you want us to give blood? Brian Reuter says, can you guys read this? In all caps. Yes, we can. All right, guys, I am going, and gals, we're going to open up the phone lines. 516-522-0267. Call in. Call me. Like this What the fuck is up with you guys? What are you doing? 49 likes? What is your, it's like, oh, I'm not going to press the like button. Oh, just fucking press it. The fuck are you doing? Call me now, 516-522-0267. We have so many topics to talk about tonight. I want to get your thoughts in because we're going to have Justin the Fort Thompson come in and tell us some big, big, big news on the MMA-Holes. Breaking news. This is the only place you'll hear this news. Well, until he talks about it in other media outlets. The MMA-Holes.com is the place to be. The greatest fucking website to, go against the greatest fucking YouTube channel on YouTube. The greatest website on the web. Well, the greatest everything. We're just the greatest of all. I have the greatest beard. I have the greatest shirt on because I'm a goddamn celebrity. You enter it. And you take phone calls. I think it says 828. You're live on the MMA Holes. What's your name and what is on your minds?
This is Daryl Shipman.
What's up, Daryl?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Thank you, my man. What's on your mind?
Nate Diaz, GSP. I'm loving it. I think I'm digging this fight.
All right, so tell us why we should be excited about this fight.
Well, Nate's always he does best when he's the major underdog. He likes being the underdog, and he's just I don't know. I like Nate in this fight, and I know that seems nuts, but if they do it at 155 especially, the way Nate looked against Cowboy and Michael Johnson, he's pretty crisp at that weight. He's got that reach. We all know what George has got, but I don't know. I'm liking Nate here.
Nate at 155, and like someone in the chat said earlier, that would be Vlad actually said it when he donated. 155, it's getting interesting now, right? Because Nate belongs at 155. Let's be honest here. Nate at 155 is a nice fit. GSP dropping all that weight could be a problem. I don't know if we're going to see this fight at 155. For some reason, I feel like he's not going to be able to make the weight. There's going to be some weird catch weight shit that happens. I don't know. That's
catch weight business most likely because Nate's a big boy, and I don't think he has any interest in cutting that much weight. And GSP, I don't think so as well. They'll probably do some weird catch weight thing, but even so, I like the fight. A lot of people are ragging on it. I like it, because before he fought Conor, everybody was saying the same thing. Conor's impossible to beat, that left hand, and even before he fought Conor, I know it's easy to say now, but I was like, I don't know. Better watch Nate. He's dangerous.
Well, yeah, right. That's why we watch these fights, right? That's why, because you never know. You never know what can happen. And those are some good points over there. Anything else on your mind?
Your show rocks, bro. I'm loving it. Loving it. I'm new to it.
Awesome.
This is my third one, but keep it up, man. I dig it.
I appreciate it. When did you start watching? I'm sorry, I got cut off because a fucking idiot started calling in.
Let's see. Actually, the first one was when you were covering JJ Thug Rose and the Habib.
Oh, cool.
The Habib. It's Big Al.
That was a big night for us.
That was just a killer.
Yeah.
I just happened onto it by accident. I just lay there on the couch and just laughed myself.
Well, I appreciate you jumping aboard this dysfunctional community, and I appreciate all your support. Stay tuned. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah. Real quick now, from what you've heard, is the GSP Nate fight, is that a done deal?
It's not official, but it seems like this is going to happen. It makes sense. It makes sense for the UFC to do this, And, the build-up's going to be fun. So it just money-wise, it makes sense. So it's not set in stone, but we'll see. Well, I think it's going to happen. I really do.
Consider this real quick. They can like promote this fight, and just like every other UFC fight here lately, something will happen. I say GSP pulls out and they put Conor in.
Mm-hmm.
Get the third fight happening.
Well, you know what? It's a possibility. Anything is possible. Anything is possible with this sport. We don't know what to expect.
I won't keep you, man.
All right. Be good, man. There he goes. Nice guy. He's a nice fella. I kept him on a little longer. Kind of wanted to give him a hug. It's very huggable. That was a huggable call. 516-522-0267. Yeah, I don't think 155 is going to be where it's at. I think that Nate would lobby for a 155er against GSP. I just don't think it's where it's at. And I think catch weight would make more sense because the fight means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Think about it. Absolutely nothing. 561, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and where you from?
Hey, Chris, Clocks, how are you?
Hey, Clocks, what's going on, my man?
Nothing much, buddy. First of all, I definitely think, going back to what you said before about Joanna, if she wins, then I would definitely pay for Joanna Rose for a third time. That she's the class of the division. She was a class champion. I do think she lost both fights. The second one via very close. I remember you actually had Joanna almost sweeping that fight, but I had it the other way. I had it 3-2 the other way. The other thing, I know you're saying it's going to happen, bro, but GSP Nate, I'm a huge Nate fan because he comes to fight. I just, if they make this at 155, and my God, this might be the best division in the history of UFC if GSP could go to 155. GSP just does everything better than Nate. Nate's not going to wait on the floor like he did with Conor, and GSP is going to jump all over him. GSP strikes harder. I would love to see Nate fight Poirier. That would be a bloodbath. And that's it. If GSP wants legacy fights, what's the legacy in Nate Diaz? I just don't get it.
It just sounds like a money fight to me. That's all it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't see any legacy.
Supposedly he's the richest MMA fighter in the history of fighting, and he really needs the money.
That's a good point. Yeah, it just sounds like money. Like any guy at 155 doesn't make any sense to me with GSP. And I understand if you're going to go after Conor McGregor, you're clearly going for the money there. There is, even fighting McGregor, there's no legacy. You're a 170 that fought at a 185 and beat their champ. And now you got to go down to 155. I guess it looks good that you're 155, 170, 185. I guess that looks good, but
Chris, think about what you just said. You said it was a money fight.
Mm-hmm.
Think about every record that might never be broken again if Conor fought GSP. We might never see those numbers again in pay-per-view. You just said he would fight Nate for money. How can you not think that him and Conor, we may never ever see numbers like that again if GSP really wanted to add to his legacy, and that fight's on pay-per-view.
Well, here's the thing: Conor is never going to fight GSP. That's what I'm going to say right there. It makes no sense for McGregor. Now, yeah, he can make a boatload of money, but he's just looking at an L right in the face. So I don't think Conor would ever take that fight. He's too smart to take that fight. It doesn't make sense. You know, like the Khabib fight's very dangerous. And then if you're fighting GSP, you're talking a whole nother animal here. This is a big man that could take you down and pound the fuck out of you. It just doesn't make sense for Conor to take this fight. Yeah, now, if Conor wants to get paid, he did it with Floyd Mayweather, right? He did it once. I don't think he's going to do it twice. I think McGregor's going to stay in his lane and play around at 155. That's what I'm thinking. Or the trilogy against Nate Diaz. Like, those are the real options, I think. So Conor probably turned it down, right? He says in the media that he would fight GSP, but he probably turned it down. And now they're like, okay, St. Pierre, where are we going to put you now? And Nate Diaz's like, I'll fight you. So... yeah, I think that's what's going on.
All right, buddy.
All right, thanks for the call, Clocks. That's Clocks calling in. We're going to take a couple more calls, and Justin the Fort Sumter will be live on the MMA-Holes. Guys, trust me on this. You're going to want to stick around. Justin has some big news. Big! I'm talking huge news! And he's going to call in and tell us, he's going to break it here on the MMA-Holes. Seems to be the biggest story. That's why it's on the thumbnail. GSP versus Nate Diaz. A lot of stuff to talk about. Boom, we have a fucking fight this weekend. Motherfuckers. UFC 224, Nunez versus Pennington. And right off the bat, I go, let's look at the odds. Minus 950 for Nunez, plus 650 for Pennington. So if you want to make some money, bet for Rocky. Raquelle Pennington. Also, we're going to talk about Bellator 199 as well. Jose.
Wonderful.
What's up, Jose?
Crikey, this isn't Jose. This is Steve-O and the Crocodile Hunter, calling you from the great beyond, Chris. How the hell are ya?
I'm good, all right. How are you?
Oh, you know, I'm just chilling over here with Jesus Christ, and unbeknownst to the world, the Crocodile Hunter is a huge fan of MMA.
Well, really? I didn't know this. This is interesting stuff here.
Oh, yeah, Chris. Every weekend I used to get the little ones around the television. We used to get together around the telly, and we used to watch all the fights until that fucking stingray caught me in the chest.
Stingray, yeah, it's true. Rest in peace. But how are you talking to me right now? Are you talking from the nether regions?
Yeah, I'm talking from the great beyond. I just wanted to call in because I'm fucking excited. I've always been a huge fan of the Diaz brothers, and I think that the little skinny Diaz is about to make himself a pretty penny. He's taking on a tough match. Everybody knows that GSP's the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah.
But hey, you know what? You gotta strike while the iron is hot. And Nate Diaz, I'll be goddamned if that boy doesn't come to fight. He's got the heart of a lion. And I'll tell you what, Chris, I'll tell you what. Everybody thinks that GSP's going to put him away, but that boy will go 5 rounds.
All right. So you're saying 5 rounds. 5 rounds of fighting between GSP and Diaz. All right. So that's pretty interesting right there. So you're saying you're pumped up for this then?
Absolutely. I'm telling you that Diaz boy, he's pure entertainment. Could you just imagine the shit talking that would occur between the two? I mean, think of the press conference. You're talking about GSP, little Mr. Civilized, against fucking Nate. Nate is pure entertainment, but the beautiful thing, he doesn't try to be. He's just naturally fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that is true. He doesn't really try, and he is funny. So that's a good point. And yeah, the build up to me would be better than the fight, in my opinion. I think that would be way more fun to watch. So yeah. Okay. Anything else on your mind?
Yeah, you know who the #1 fighter is. It's the goddamn Aussie, Bobby Knuckles. I love that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck that goddamn Yo Romero. Now, the other fight that I wanted to touch on real quick, Chris, and I want you to give us a little bit of an opinion. What do you think about this Luke Rockhold going up a weight class so he can challenge Gustafson for the interim title? I think Gustafson's too long, and I think that Luke Rockhold's on the decline. What do you say, Chris?
All right, and thank you for the call. There we go. That was an interesting character coming in. Luke Rockhold versus Gustafson. Yeah, that looks like that's happening. Rockhold wants to go up, and Gustafson's like, I'll beat you up if I can't beat up your boy DC. Well, I'm going to beat up Luke Rockhold. And, yeah, Alexander Gustafson will beat the fuck out of Luke Rockhold. Yep. That's a fact. That is a fact right there. That Alexander Gustafson will beat the fuck out of Luke Rockhold. Now, maybe, just maybe, Luke Rockhold goes up, and the weight cut's tough for him. So maybe he goes up and he has the RDA effect, right? Comes in there and lights people on fire. I just think facing Gus, that's a tough man. That's a tough one to jump into. That long, lanky Alexander Gustafson would be, fuck. That's a tough one. And it looks like that is happening. Alexander Gustafson versus Luke Rockhold. Let me look it up real quick and see if it's official. Rockhold. Let's see. You try to go Luke Rockhold, and right off the bat, Demi Lovato comes up. Like, I give a fuck about that. Dana White, Luke Rockhold versus Alexander Gustafson, targeted for UFC 227. So it looks like this could be the fight that happens over here. It's targeted. I guess Luke Rockhold is giving up on Bisping rubber match. Instead, the former Ultimate Fighting Championship UFC middleweight title holder will make good on his promise to jump up to light heavyweight for a run at the division strap after his middleweight stint ended in a disaster. This means to the end would be a light heavyweight slugfest against two-time title contender Alexander Gustafson. According to UFC President Dana White via UFC Unfiltered, and a late summer showdown set for City of Angels. So there we go. Alexander Gustafson versus Luke Rockhold, looking to be targeted for UFC 227. Let's look over here. Now, I was talking about this before, Raquelle versus Nunez. This is the fight that's happening this weekend. We will be doing a Fight Buddies live reaction for this on Saturday. So make sure you're subbed and you slap that notification bell, because we will hit
10,000 subscribers.
10,000 subscribers on Saturday, so you want to stay tuned for that. We're going to make history here on the MMA Holes, and when I hit 10K, I'm going to put a tattoo on myself. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get it done. All right, let's see. This 227 has Kobe versus TJ. Cody, I'm saying Cody.
Look over here now.
And hold on a second. Hold on. Well, I'll be damned. Justin the Fort Sumter live on the MMA Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Justin Sumter, what's going on, my friend? Now, listen, we've been hyping this up for a while. We got 71 people watching. You're bringing the ratings. You're bringing a nice sweater, too. What is that, a cardigan? What do you got there?
No, it's a pullover.
Oh, very nice. You should.
No, I was joking. That's from Dumb and Dumber.
You should have a nice pipe or something like that. It looks nice. All right, so yeah. Justin Sumter. All right, I'm going to give a little backstory over here. And you just came from, you were training, if I'm not mistaken?
Yes.
Okay. FAA. You're training at FAA. A lot of stuff going on with Justin Fort Sumter. I gave a backstory. We have a lot more people that are watching this show that weren't watching before. So like every time you come on, we have to give a little introduction over here. You are 6-1. You are currently on a 6-fight win streak. The first pro MMA fighter ever on the MMA Holes was Justin the Fort Sumter. Yeah. And you train with the notorious Nick Newell, who's all over the fucking news. But now it's time for the Fort. Now it's time for Justin the Fort Sumter to make a stand and take a stand. And you have some huge news. Justin, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so I was supposed to slated to fight June 15th against Ron Stallings, which was a good fight.
Hold on one second. We got a super chat coming in.
Nicker
Jesus
on
Christ.
the wall.
Forget it. Don't even listen to this idiot. Vodka, what are you doing? Anyway, Justin, go get fuck.
So I was supposed to fight Ron Stallings June 15th, but that was a good fight. I really liked that fight. I think it would have been a good matchup. But since then, that fight has been scratched. And
wait, hold on a second. The fight against a former UFC fighter, it was at CES, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
CES, this is a big fight, big opportunity here, and it's not happening. Wait, what could be better than this? Justin, please help us.
Well, I will be fighting for the Contender Series this summer.
Explosions! Holy shit! Justin the Fort Sumter in the Contender Series.
Wonderful.
Oh my God. Now walk me through this. Okay, so now you're scheduled to fight at CES, which is a great promotion. You fought there before. They do a great job. What happens? Your manager calls you up and says, "Hey, Justin, I got some great news for you."
Yeah. Well, like we have in most contracts, especially with organizations like under the UFC or Bellator, they have an out clause. So if it's with a reasonable amount of time, and you get approached by a larger organization, you can forfeit that contract that you have and go with the bigger venue or company. So like that, I have that in my contract.
Super chat.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. We got a super chat going on here.
Fuck Justin the First. We'll mount him. He is WHT belt easy meat.
This is all thumbs down. Says you're easy meat, and he would mount you. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. No.
Yeah.
So hold on.
There's a possibility for everything, but I highly doubt it.
We have Justin the Fort Sumter live on the MMA-Holes, good friend of the MMA-Holes. Breaking news over here. I mean, my head's exploding right now. I have to say, Justin, when you sent me the text before, I did a little dance. I'm not going to lie. I did a little dance. I was jumping up and down. I was like, fuck yeah. I was so excited that you got this call. So what was your reaction, right? Now you're saying, let's go back for a second. You're saying if a higher promotion comes up, your contract is nullified, because I saw you signing the papers. It's all said and done. You're allowed to go to the other organization.
Yeah. Most contracts, they have an out clause. So you know what I mean. Like let's say like if you get injured or you know what I mean, like you die or you get maimed, you know what I mean. Your contract can be liquidated, so it doesn't exist anymore. Also, you have the same if a big organization wants you. You know what I mean? Because technically that makes CES look pretty good because their fighter that's about to fight a big name guy gets called up to fight for a bigger promotion. So that kind of works in their favor as well. Even though they don't get the ticket sales for me at that fight, but it helps them along the way. Hey, get other fighters are like, hey, we have so and so in the Fort. They all went to the UFC because of our organization. So
that's crazy. Now we have Justin the Fort Sumter live in the MMA-Holes, 6-1 pro fighter, and he's going to the Contender Series. Now, what did Nick say about this? Nick just got the news that he was going over to the Contender Series. What did he say? Did he call you up and say, "Holy shit, we're doing this together"? Are you going to be on the same show? What's going to happen here?
Don't know as of yet, but definitely he was definitely proud. You know what I mean? Definitely from when I stepped in there. After my first loss and to where I'm at now, he definitely feels proud and he's been, there right beside me. And it's kind of cool, having us both does wonders for the gym. Both of us on the cusp of going to a bigger organization. Definitely helps us out personally as well as helps the team out.
Super chat.
Justin the Fort Sumter, and we have a super chat.
Justin, can I ride you after I ride Chris? Congrats, man.
All right, so All Thumbs Down wants to know if he could ride you after he rides me, and then he says congratulations.
I think you might take the cake with that one, Chris. I think
I'll wear him out.
Tire him out. So
yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, this show is completely ridiculous. But Justin, I'm sure you're familiar with this. Now,
yes.
Is there friendly competition? Now, let's Nick Newell, who's been on the show as well. What a great guy, man. And he's a badass on his own right. He finally gets the shot with the UFC as well. Is there a little competition? Oh, fuck. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got boobies here for Justin. Celebrate. Pervert cameraman.
Hey, I can see your underwear.
Put your boobies in the air.
Flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to
oh my
share.
God, where's the donation?
Vision impaired.
Look at them things.
Mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman.
We got the pervert cameraman. Show the tits for Justin. Look at this. Justin's got boobies.
Pervert cameraman. Yanni Celeste. Pervert cameraman.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see what Filthy Animal says.
Can Justin wear a fucking mask every time he is on because that fucking nose is fucking so?
Oh my God. Jesus.
Goddamn, big bro. By the way,
All right. Thank you. There we go. That's Filthy Animal wanting you to wear a mask next time you come on here. I don't know. I got a Mexican wrestling mask.
I'm not Rey Mysterio, so I did like Rey Mysterio when he was wrestling, so If I had one, I would put it on, but I don't need it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just turn the screen off and then just listen.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was. Just ignore it. You don't have to respond to these idiots. Anyway, thank you for the donation, but stop being a cunt. All right, so Justin and Sumter. Now, is there friendly competition between you and Nick Newell now? Let's be honest here. I mean, if you win, right, you have to, like Dana White, let me explain how the Contender Series works if you haven't watched it. It's like 4 or 5 fights, if I'm not mistaken, on a card, right? It's on Fight Pass, and basically, if you win or if you impress Dana White, he gives you a contract right on the spot to go to the UFC. Now, you and Nick Newell are doing this. Is there competition between you two? Are you talking a little smack back and forth, like, all right, Nick, I got this? Or is Nick saying, hey, Justin, you better do it? What's going on with you and Nick there?
I mean, like, there's, friendly competition, but it's not like, where we're gunning for each other. I mean, it's all like, we know we both have the opportunity to, showcase our skills, and that's basically what we're going to do. Granted, like we definitely say, hey, I'm probably going to go before you, so I got to do something spectacular before you go, so you look less spectacular. But everything's friendly, and I'm just definitely just super excited to one, be there, one for them to choose me. So
you're gonna wrap one on one shoulder, I'm gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder,
coming in.
and you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
That's from Vlad.
I took a screenshot of what you were doing on stream prior to going live with Justin. I put it in the Discord. Maybe you can show the Fort LAWAL.
Okay. All right, so Justin, if you have if you have the stream on another computer, I'm going to show this right now. Someone threw this in our private Discord, and it shows. I can't believe you're going to show this to Justin, but apparently, fuck, another super chat coming in. Let's see what this is.
Carlton Banks here and Nick Newell will lose together on the same show and walk out hand in one hand, Eddie.
Hold on a second. That's not Carlton Banks. That's Justin Sumter, for God's sakes. What is going on here? Anyway, all right. Let's. This is getting ridiculous. Have you ever been called Carlton Banks before, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, right? All right, guys. Justin the Fort Sumter's here, 6-1 pro fighter, and he is in the Contender Series. Now, when they called you up, all right, they called you up. What was your? Did you see the picture? There it is again. All right, yeah. There it is. That's me gobbling on something. I told him not to show you.
It looks like a baguette.
Yeah. Do you think your other interviews, when you announce this to other people, do you think they're going to show pictures like that on their stream?
Yeah, I mean, there's a slim possibility that they will not.
Yeah. So. All right. So your manager calls you up. Okay. Now walk me through this. Did you start jumping up and down? Like, I mean, you fought for Bellator before. I mean, that must have been crazy exciting, right? And that was your first pro fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It was. I would say. I was at work. I was sitting at my desk, and I was in a meeting, and he was like, "Hey, give me a call back." And I was like, "Well, actually, Nick called me because Nick was in Las Vegas at the time." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, let me finish this meeting, and then I'll go out." And then I gave him a call back, and he was like, "Hey, man. So first he said your fight in June is canceled." And I was like, "Oh, man, wow. And what's up?" And then it was like, the reason why is because you're on the Contender Series. And I was like, I wasn't like really jumping because I was at work, but you know what I mean? I was like fist pumping, like just super excited. Yeah, I didn't do anything too crazy, but I kind of knew, at the back of my head, I was like, why is he calling me and telling me to call him back at work?
Mm-hmm.
So it had to be important. So I kind of figured it out. And then when he told me, it was just like pure excitement. And I was like, hey, got to get back in there and train and, be, Fort 2.0, so
sure.
I'm just super excited.
Justin the Fort Sumter, friend of the show, is going to be on the Contender Series. I am so excited for you, man. This is fantastic news. What did the fiance say when you told her? Was she in the same room when you took this call, or you said you were at work? Or when you got home, when you told her or called her up, what was her reaction? Was she just jumping for joy, or how'd that work?
She's excited. She definitely was. She kind of. I think she kind of figured that I deserved it already. But you know, definitely is. Actually, I told her. We went to eat with her parents, and I told her then, and you know, she's super excited. Real excited for me and for us to, you know, be part of this journey and kind of taking a step forward in my MMA career. You know, because the sky's the limit with me right now, and I just think I can, you know, go to the top.
Steve Sparks says well-deserved, and it is well-deserved. I mean, you're on a 6-fight win streak, for God's sakes. And what you finished all your opponents except for, 2 out of those? Or
Yeah, two out of those I got decision.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you're just on fire. You're absolutely on fire right now. And it is your time, Justin. It is your time to shine. So now what's the plan? How does this work? You go straight into a camp and you prepare for the Contender Series. What do you have to wait for a date? Or how does this work now? Where do you take it from here?
Well, I mean, I still been in training, like, because I was training for the 15th. So, you know, right now I'm just kind of coasting, and, you know, I mean, they're going to give me ample time to get ready for the fight. So definitely, probably late summer, you know, that's probably when they're going to do it. But, you know, just once I get the date, I'll just kind of, you know, go lock down and, you know, make sure my eating's right, make sure, you know, I'm feeling right, my flexibility, everything is right, get the right people behind me, and just, you know, full steam ahead.
It is full steam ahead, and Justin the Fort Sumter will be fighting on the Contender Series. Justin, I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling strong. I've seen you fight, and you are very impressive out there. What is the nerves going to be like? Now, what are they flying you over to Vegas? I mean, this is going to be a big deal in front of Dana White and whoever else he's sitting at over there. I mean, the nerves must be through the roof.
Well, you know what I mean? I just, you know, I take, like I probably said back, you know, like 10 shows back or whatever, I kind of embrace the nerves because...
super chat.
Hold that thought, Justin.
She can't wait till I mount him. Shout out my new vid.
She can't wait till I mount him. All Thumbs Down is talking gibberish. Thank you, All Thumbs Down. I'm not sure, and there's me gobbling on that. All right, so that I don't know. All Thumbs Down. Apparently, All Thumbs Down trains at Rufus Sport, so he claims. I don't know, and he doesn't speak correct English. I think he's got hit too many times in the head. I don't know what's going on there. But so they're gonna fly you over to Vegas, and in front of Dana White. Now, is there pressure? Like, this is a different type of fight, right? This is not you get the win, you move on, this and that. This is basically not only do you have to win, but you have to impress Dana White. How do you approach a fight like that?
Just, you know, kind of, you know, having my set skill ability and kind of turning it up a notch. You know, I know I'm comfortable on the ground and I'm comfortable standing up. Just have to be comfortable out there, and then, you know, put a little pizzazz and spice on it. You know, like if I see the knee, why not do a flying knee? If I, you know, see the kick, you know, make it a spinning kick. You know, just, you know, because really I have 15 minutes to show kind of what these 7 years of my life, you know, dedicating to the sport, all for, you know, those 7 years compiled together, and I put it in, and you put it into 15 minutes. So, you know, that's the way I'm taking it. You know, everything that I learned, everything that I've done is kind of, this is kind of, I don't want to say this is the climax, but it's kind of like a pivotal moment where, you know, the next thing I do is it can, you know, skyrocket me or shoot me down. So just going in there and doing what I know I can do is basically what I got to do.
We're talking about Justin the Fort Sumter going to the Contender Series. Now, is this where you'd rather be than the Ultimate Fighter? You'd rather fight at the Contender Series? Is this the better shot, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think it is, because if you look at the guys that came out of there, you know what I mean, O'Malley, you got a couple of those 85ers, and they just they're a better platform to where you know what I mean, you can get that limelight. They build you up, and they can actually see the response.
Super chat.
Hold on a sec. We got All Thumbs Down jumping in again.
6-1. Let me bang, bro. He just say he comfort on G.
This is 6-1. Let me bang, bro. They're doing Ultimate Fighter. All right. Thank you, All Thumbs Down. Appreciate it.
Yeah, but just the way, because you know, I mean, they have analytics with Fight Pass, and you know, they can actually see how many people are looking at this fight, how many people tune in, how many people buy it, or what have you, and so you know, they can kind of, you know, Sean O'Malley had a big following, and so now he's on the, you know, pay-per-view card because, you know, everyone likes him, and he's kind of a flamboyant guy. They come out there, says what he wants to say, does what he wants to do, and he can actually fight. So, you know, I just got to go in there. You know, I'm not really flamboyant. I'm just, you know, a down-to-earth guy that can really fight really well, and I have a lot of fans that really, you know, enjoy watching me fight. So that makes definitely makes for good TV, I think.
So bringing up a guy like Sean O'Malley, who basically, I mean, because of his pizzazz, is why he is where he is. I mean, the guy, he came into the UFC and he's gone decisions every time, right? But he has this flashy style that people are kind of drawn to. Are you going to try something crazy in there? Or are you going to try to, or are you just going to try to get that win and do it impressively? How does that work?
You know, just an impressive win. I don't think I have to do anything flashy because my skills kind of speak for themselves. So when I step in there, you know, I'm gonna have my game plan, and you know, I know what his holes are gonna be, and I know what his tendencies are, and I just, you know, put him in a trap, and you know, it might be a little bit easier said than done, but definitely gonna fight my fight and you know, come out victorious. So
there you go. Justin the Fort Sumter will be on the Contender Series. I'm assuming it's going to be this summer sometime. We just don't have a date, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, summertime, we'll be watching that. We'll definitely react to that. Now, how does this work? Do you get linked up with Reebok? Does Reebok pay you for something like this? Are you allowed to have sponsors? How does it work?
Well, with the UFC, you're definitely probably not going to have sponsors because they make you wear that fight kit that they give you, just with the Contender Series logo and on the shorts and stuff like that. So, yeah, you're definitely not. Well, see, I don't even know the dealings with Reebok and the Dana White Contender Series because it's actually it's a different entity within the UFC.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you know, I'm not too keen on what they have going on. So.
Are you excited to meet Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, kind of. You know, I mean, like, cause I don't know if they're still doing the same thing, but yeah, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, I hope they do have the Snoop cast. I think it's great because it's just right up our alley, how ridiculous we are. Do you find it offensive, though, what Snoop says? I notice a lot of fighters are just like, oh, man, this guy, he's kind of disrespecting the sport. What do I know? Because I'm doing the same thing, I guess. But, I mean, we're just trying to have fun, right? That's what we're trying to do. But what do you think of, see, Snoop Dogg?
You know, I mean, I understand because a lot of guys, they put that effort in. But, see, that's why they do a simulcast, so you can actually hear, you know, the sports commentator.
Super chat.
Oh, we got a super chat coming in from Nuri Muhammad.
Justin the First liked your brutal head kick KO versus Evans.
Oh, there we go. There's a shout out to your KO to Evans. Yeah, tell us about that one over there. I mean, that was pretty brutal.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It was more or less he kind of walked into it. I didn't. You know, not to say I didn't throw the kick hard, but you know, I kind of timed it and he kind of walked into it, so it made it kind of compound. But you know, Sean, he's a real good guy. You know what I mean? We're friends now. But you definitely I would say that was one of my best head kicks. So.
Impressive stuff. And guys, if you haven't seen Justin's work, you can check it out all over YouTube, on his Instagram. He's got a bunch of stuff on there. Check out Justin. It's at Fort Sumter MMA on IG. And what is it? J_Fort_Sumter. Am I get that right for Twitter? Something like that.
Yeah.
I have your Instagram over here. But go check out the Fort over there. You can check out his stuff. It's fantastic. I've seen grown men give up in the cage against Justin Sumter. I mean, you've literally broke people in that cage. How does it feel like to break a man?
It feels pretty good. I would say, you know, I like a fight. So, you know what I mean? I hate seeing people give in. You know what I mean? I like to see people fight. You know, a good one was when Barbosa was fighting Khabib. Because, you know what I mean? He was literally getting the crap beat out of him.
Sure.
And he stayed in there until the final bell, you know what I mean? Because most people, like lesser people would probably, you know, after that first round, they're like, oh, I can't do anything. he does the same thing again, they're like, oh, just pound me in. Like, so I'm about that fight where you can fight to the end. But it feels really good to kind of break somebody like that.
It's got to be great, right? Not a scratch. You get in there, you get to work, and get to party afterwards. How does it get any better than that, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Justin Sumter live in the MMA-Holes. Now, here's the deal. Justin, if you're down, I would like to take a couple of calls. Now, let's congratulate the Fort, man. I mean, this is some big news. Listen, man, I'm fucking pumped. Let's take the phone call. Let's see. Put him on the air. Let's see what we got. It might be important. I don't know. Should we? No? All right.
No.
I'm excited. I said it before. I'm going to say it now again. I feel like you're my son right now, Justin. I feel like I'm a proud father, even though it would be weird because I'm very pale and it wouldn't make sense. But I'm super excited. I was like a kid. I called my parents. Justin, listen to this shit. I literally called up my pop after I got the text. I was like, fuck. I'm like, the Fort got into the UFC. I was pumped. Now, listen, we can't get too excited. Yes, you have to win in the Contender Series, but this is some break, man. This is awesome. I'm fucking pumped.
Definitely. And I think it's at the right time. I think it's at definitely. I'm kind of reaching that point where everything I'm doing is kind of adding up, and I'm doing the right things. I'm talking to the right people, and it seems like everything is lining up right now. So. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it definitely is. And all right, so Justin, if you're down, let's take some fucking phone calls. What do you say? Let's talk to the people.
Yeah, we could take some phone calls.
Ann H says, congratulations to Justin. You deserve it. Way to go. There you go. We got some peeps, man. We got people here for a long time that have seen you many times on the show. This has got to be like 8 times or some. I mean, we're almost in double digits, Justin.
Yeah.
I think we're going steady.
I lost count.
Yeah. I think we're going steady. I don't know. This is really weird. All right, 516-522-0267. Get your calls in real quick. You're going to talk to a UFC fighter. I'm going to say it right now because he's going to get into the UFC after this fight. Big time. Justin the Fort Sumter. Man, I can't believe it. We're growing like weeds over here. We have almost 10,000. We're going to hit 10,000 on Saturday. I feel like we're growing together. This is amazing stuff here. We're going to be goddamn celebrities. Look, we got a trophy. There's goddamn celebrities right there. See that? There you go. He's gold. It's nice. It's fake, but it means a lot to me. All right, 516-522-0267. Call up. Let me know what you think about Justin Sumter fighting on the Contender Series this summer. Also, Nick Newell. Nick Newell will be fighting on the Contender Series as well. Big stuff. FAA. The gym must be on fire right now. Are people
it's like really like as we're growing, the gym's growing, and it's kind of surreal. Like the guys that started out.
Sure. Justin, hold on. We got a call coming in. Jose is calling in. And how about this? Jose, you're live with Justin Sumter.
Hey, Justin. Hey, man, I just want to say congrats for making the TV show. And just so that you know, man, the last few guests that have been on the MMA-Holes, they've been on a winning streak, bro. So you're going to have some good juju going with you, man. You're going to do well on the show.
That's true, and
appreciate it, man. Thank you.
It's funny.
See, like I think the MMAs. Ever since I've been on the MMAs, I haven't lost. So I don't believe in juju or good vibes, but I just believe in my my work ethic and everything I put forward, and it's been a blessing, and it's been an honor to be with you guys, and you guys seeing me progress as a fighter. So it's pretty cool. So thank you, Jose.
Yeah. Hey, man, well, I love watching fights, bro. I've been watching them forever, and I really respect and admire fighters. You guys, you literally put your fucking body and your health on the line. You know what I'm saying? And I think that some fans don't appreciate that shit. They're too much into, like, video games where they don't even see it as real because it's on television. But, man, you guys are savages. You put it out there on the line, bro, so thanks for that. And the question I got, I'm just curious for you personally, what's your favorite discipline to train in MMA? Because, there's a little bit of everything. What do you like to train? And what's your favorite way to finish a fight? Is it better to fucking head kick somebody or to choke somebody out? Thanks, bro.
All right, Jose, good questions.
Well, my favorite would have to be wrestling. I think if you have a good wrestling game, you can kind of dictate where the fight goes. You can kind of put the fight. If you're kind of stifled standing up, take him down, put him on his back, pound him a little bit, or let him back up. I would say what was the other question? I just lost it.
I tuned him out. But Jose calls in. He does some great calls. Anyway, it was complimentary, but the wrestling is a big part of your game right there. And it seems like that's what works with mixed martial arts. It seems like that is on top of everything right now.
Oh yeah. You talked about the finish. I think
finish.
it's kind of a mix. You know what I mean? I like to.
Wait, hold that thought. The finish. We got a super chat coming in. Hold on.
Sup, Mr. Supper Neva, saw you, but best of luck, brother.
All right, so best of luck from now and later. So there you go. Best of luck from now and later. All right, so back to that
but
finish.
I'll probably I think it's even. Like I like to kick people in the head and then finish them kicking in the head, but I also like take them down to the ground and submit them. And it's kind of both satisfying. So I can't really pick which exactly is the number one, but.
All right, we'll take one more call here, 516-522-0267. One more call. Call in the fort. He's a busy man. He's going to the Contender Series, for God's sakes. Justin, when you win and you get, there you get the number. Look at this guy. This guy's a pro.
Yeah, I'm a pro.
You are a pro. That's true. When you do get this win, okay, and you talk to that beautiful blonde woman that Snoop's always drooling over. I don't remember who it is, but she's pretty. You have to look into the camera and be like, MMA-Holes. Is that going to happen?
I don't know if I can do that because there's a lot of stuff in the contract that specifically states that you can't.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder and wrap the other on the other shoulder.
Oh well, you got saved by the bell. Hold on, Vlad, you jumping in.
You come take them belts off me.
Vlad jumping in with a donation.
Powerful Justin Sumter, congrats. I hope to see your future fights in the UFC. I can already see the grin on your face thinking about future Ian Devour's sandblasting hookers and long nights of blow with white woman.
Are you going to be sandblasting hookers and blow with white women after the fight?
Nah.
No, I didn't think so.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Sandblasting. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, thank you, Vlad, for the donation. One more call, 516-522-0267. I need you to look at the camera and be like, yes, MMA-Holes. All right. We had. There is Laura Senko. That's the girl over there. Thank you, the Blue dude over there. Guys, if you have any questions for Justin, let us know in the chat. Justin's going to the Contender Series, fighting in summertime. It's gonna be good stuff. Well, who's gonna be in your corner for this? I know Nick's gonna be busy, so I'm assuming he's not gonna be in your corner. Who's gonna be in the corner?
Probably the FA coach in Springfield. He's going to be in my corner, as well as I'm going to have a friend from back home in Georgia. He's try to get him to corner me as well. So
when are you going to find out about your opponent? Is it when you find the date? Is that how this works, or?
Well, see, I don't know exactly how it works. I guess they have to mutually agree that they will do it, and then can kind of the agreements collide, and then they pick the date. So I don't really know, because they pick some, and then they have some that are all the way out to July. So I don't really know how the selection process is. So
you just got to be excited. You probably don't even care. You're just like, let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm there. You know what I mean? And it feels good. It feels real good. So.
I'm sure it does. Call in. One more call, 516-522-0267. Don't be scared. This is your chance to talk to a UFC fighter. That's right. Now, what are you going to tell work? How does this, I mean, I'm sure they're familiar with what you do, correct?
Yes.
So do you go in like, UFC? How does this work?
Well, no, I mean, I just tell them, tell them if I need to take time off, and, hopefully the way, because I work in construction, I'm a project manager. So, hopefully everything's in line. It's construction, so things can go wrong every day. So it's definitely just got to let them know ahead of time and stuff. So
there we go. I lost that call. Screw it. Call back in real quick, 516-522-0267. Yeah, I mean, I guess they understand, right? This is not your first rodeo. I mean, you've been a pro fighter for a little bit. They know what's going on. And I mean, this is a big deal. I'm sure your buddies at work are probably like, "Oh, this is fucking cool. This is really cool."
They're like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
It's got to be. All right, here we go. 503, last call with Justin the Fort Sumter, going to the Contender Series. What's your name and what is your question?
Hey, Chris, it's NH.
NH, the 7%. Now, NH is wonderful. And
wonderful.
What's up, Ann? You're alive with Justin Sumter, and you can say whatever you would like. Go for it, Ann.
Hey, Justin. How you doing?
Hey, Ann. Good. I'm doing good.
Hey, congrats to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I just wanted to say that. So, everybody's kind of giving you the shit.
Well, thank you very much, Ann. Thank you for
I am a little
calling
bit, but
in.
not as much as they are. I just want to say, hey, you're doing great. I loved your fights. You're gonna make it in UFC. I just know it.
Yeah, of
You're
course.
gonna kill it.
I mean, and he's an MMA hole for God's sakes. How could he can't lose? Right?
That's right.
That's correct.
He hasn't lost. No curse.
Yeah, not under our watch, that's for sure. I mean,
That's right.
curse doesn't
That's
affect Justin Sumter. All right, and any last words to Justin? Or is that about it?
That's it. Just good luck.
All right, Ann, thank you for the call. There you go. Ann H just saying good luck. There you go, Ann. All right, Ann H. All right, that was inspiring. Oh my God, what are you gonna do now with everyone to ask? I mean, there's gonna be a million autographs and pictures and all this stuff going on here. I mean, there's gonna be glossy prints.
I just gotta make sure I put chapstick in all those babies. 'Cause I know they're gonna come.
Are you gonna bring a stick around to beat all the women away, like to keep them away from you? I mean, this is gonna be ridiculous now.
Well, I just have to get a bigger stick.
A bigger.
The one I have right now is broken already. So
a bigger stick. There you go. All right, guys, if you're just jumping in, Justin the Fort Sumter.
well, Goddard just said she wouldn't mind beating them off. So
Oh, there you go. And hello from the MMA-Holes. Is she gonna come on and talk about this? What's going on here?
she's on her phone.
Okay, we'll let her play it on the phone.
Well, now that you said something, she's getting up.
Uh-oh, here we go. For God's sakes, I mean, I'm sure.
You said you get it up because you could have just get up.
Hey, what's going on? Hello. From the.
Hi.
How's it going? Now, listen, and congratulations, by the way, on the engagement. That's very nice over there.
Thank you.
Very good. How did he propose? Did you cry? Tell us the story. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I'm getting. I need sunglasses. That's a shiny rock you got there. Jesus Christ, man, oh man.
Yeah, you did good.
Now you are going to lay in bed with a UFC fighter. How does this work now? What's the plans from this point on? Do you have to treat him any differently, or same old thing?
She has to actually wash my feet at the end of the night
No.
and give me massages.
Now he'll be washing my feet.
Yeah.
He can increase his grip strength that way.
Well, that would work, sure. Now, what was your thoughts when Justin got this call? I mean, you must have been beside yourself.
I've been kind of waiting for it. I think it's well deserved and a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with his win streak, it was inevitable that it was going to happen, pretty soon for him.
I mean,
and if you've watched any of his amateur fights, he had some pretty impressive finishes there. So I definitely say take a look, Google him, take a look at YouTube. There's a bunch of his old fights there, and you can see from the very beginning that the skill was there, the talent was there. It just needed to be honed, and that he's getting to that level where Dana White, UFC, he had to be on there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and now you got to think, Justin, you're in your prime right now, right? This is like everything has fallen into place at just the right time. This is the moment. So, so I mean, no better time than now.
I would say the timing is kind of impeccable because like when I first started, after my first pro fight.
Hold on a second. Hold that thought. Here we go.
And you're gonna need a fucking army to come take them belts off me.
All right, so Vlad.
I knew it. 90% of the chat.
All right, so I knew it. 90% of the chat. I'm not sure what they knew, but Vlad, thank you. No, Vlad with the donation. People are donating like crazy over here. They love it.
Yeah. I would say this is the most I've seen donated.
Look at that. You get a call to the UFC and everyone's going crazy. You know what happened?
And they're like, oh, give him money. But yeah, the timing, I would say the timing's impeccable because I was training at Renzo Gracie before I went to FA, and I lost my fight, and I was thinking about switching.
Super chat.
What's going on? Hold on a second.
She is true WHT belt, easy black meat, Mount Eddie.
Okay, so you're a true white belt, easy black meat, Mount Eddie. Not sure. All thumbs down. I love you. You thank you for supporting, but no one knows what you're saying.
What does he have?
I don't know. Where are those thumbs going? Anyway, all right, Justin, listen. I mean, I could go on and on, but these people are lunatics over here. I don't know what's going on anymore. You truly, I have to say this. I'm super proud, man. I am super proud. I call you a friend. Justin the Fort Sumter, and I can't say enough about how much we're supporting you over here from the MMA-Holes, as much as we're horsing around and joking around. This really means a lot, and we are pushing for you. The MMA-Holes, all 10,000 of these knuckleheads are going to be in your corner in summertime when you are in front of that bald-headed, swollen white man, Dana White, and you're going to impress him. I guarantee you, you're going to get that contract, and you're going to look at the camera, and you're going to be like, MMA-Holes. Yeah. All right.
And you should know, you guys, this is the first place that he's made this announcement. So
I'm honored. I'm absolutely honored.
congrats to you guys.
That's true. Justin, when I make my first announcement, I don't know what I'm going to announce. I really have nothing to
You're
announce.
gonna rap one on one
but,
shoulder.
all right, last donation. Let's see what we got here.
And you're gonna need a fucking army to come take
right, here
that
we
belt
go.
off me.
All right, so yeah. Thank you, filthy animal. So, quick story: John Gotti. I'm sure you heard about this guy, right? This guy,
yeah,
he fought for CES New York, and there was a woman in the crowd screaming like a lunatic while Secor was fighting, right? And she sounded like Eddie Alvarez's wife. And you know, I don't know if you've heard Eddie Alvarez's wife, but she's like Eddie, like screaming like a banshee in the background, and everyone is doing the Eddie Alvarez wife joke right now. So that's what that is.
Oh, okay. I didn't get a chance to see the fight.
What do you think about? I mean, so you didn't see it. So what do you think about John Gotti? I mean, it's 2 pro fights in. People are like, I
mean, like,
what do you say?
I really think he should fight Jesse Kazakowski. I think that would be a good fight for him.
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, Justin. Jesse would maul him. Come on.
Well, I mean, like, cause Jesse's a good fighter, and you know, I mean, not saying this guy, Gotti is a bad fighter, or you know, I mean, they're giving him layups, but he has a lot of publicity. So you know, Jesse's a good fighter, so good fighters fight good fighters, and you know, see what happens.
I tell you what, let's talk about Jesse Kazakowski. Now, FAA, I mean, you got some guys over there. Not only are you and Nick Newell there, but there are other guys there. Jesse Kazakowski, what the fuck? He doesn't, like, you look at these stare downs, and you're like, I don't know. And then Jesse just strangles him. Like, no problem. No, talk to us about Jesse. He's been on the show once before, and to the chat, if you don't know who Jesse Kazakowski is, you will very soon. This man is the real deal. Justin, let us know about this Jesse Kazakowski.
Yeah. Jesse's a beast, man. He's been training ever since he was 4 years old, and he definitely gives me, even fighting at 170, he definitely gives me a run for my money. He's ever improving. He's a young kid, and you know, the sky is the limit. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of put myself at a certain point, but his kind of skills, it's definitely going to surpass mine. Just his abilities now, and I can definitely see him growing every single day we train together, and it's pretty awesome.
I tell you, I saw him at, I think it was Premier FC 24. I don't remember which one it was. The first one I went to, and he was just a young kid walking up to the table with his father, and his father's a real nice dude too. And he came over, and we just exchanged information. We didn't, until a year later, we didn't get a chance to have him on. But I remember very clearly looking into his eyes, right? And he seemed like a really nice kid, but he had the look. Like, he looked at me right in the eyes. I'm like, oh, this kid will fuck me up. Like, I'm looking at him like, this kid means business. You can tell that he has it running through his veins. He's going to be the real deal. Yeah,
definitely, man. And his father's, he's an undercover assassin. So, you know, just his potential, man. That's the great. You know, I love seeing guys that are good, but they only get better. You know what I mean? Sure. They can only get better because I know he's on that path right now. You know what I mean? He's dedicated himself to this path, and he's going to stick to it. And I just can't wait to see the future for him. You know, definitely see him in the UFC or, you know, Bellator or whatever. You know, whoever snags him. You know, because he's a good grab. You know, like, because he's at that point right now. He doesn't have to make a decision. He can go fight in on the local scene right now. Just tear it up, and then, you know, want to get a call up, or you could get a call up now and they kind of build them. So the sky's the limit.
Sure. We're live with Justin the Fort Sumter going to the Contender Series. That's right, the Contender Series, UFC this summertime. Keep an eye out. You'll see our friend Justin the Fort Sumter there. Now, Justin, I'm going to ask you one more question, and then we're going to give get your last thoughts. GSP versus Nate Diaz. What do you think about that fight?
You know, I mean, this is an interesting fight. It's at 55, so definitely, because I never seen GSP that low. And, you know, like, GSP's grappling, good.
Oh, super chat.
They love you, Justin. Hold on one second.
I mount Jessie and Justin with 1 hour rest PTJBH.
Okay. Old Thumbs Down wants to mount you. And Jessie as well. So there you go. All right. So it's I'm losing my mind. Nate Diaz versus GSP, the wrestling you were talking about over here. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's an interesting, because, you know, I think GSP would dominate. Like, if it goes to decision, GSP will probably win by decision. I can't see him submitting him. I can see him TK.
You're gonna wrap one on one shoulder. You're gonna wrap the other on the other shoulder. And you're gonna need a fucking arm.
Here we go, Vlad.
Come take them belts off me.
Vlad says.
I wonder why Justin has a 10 Pecos Mexican coin. You buying Mexican supplements, Justin.
What is that coin over there? Is it a Mexican coin?
Yeah, it is. It actually is. It was just laying around here. Yeah, it is.
Vlad's a Russian that pretends he's Mexican. We're not quite sure if he's Russian or Mexican. We're not sure, but there it is, a Mexican coin. That is a Mexican coin. Look at that. All right, so there you go. Look at that. That's actually good eyes from the chat. These people, they see everything. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, all right, who would win that fight, GSP or Nate Diaz?
I think GSP will win it. I think, you know, but not to rule, you know, not to, like, GSP was kind of tiring after his last, you know, his fight with Bisping. And it's probably going to be a 5-round fight. So, you know, like you will see the cardio aspect probably in the 3rd round. You know, if GSP's strong and his cardio is good, you will see kind of the 3rd round would dictate who has the fight from going.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I still can't see it happening at 155. I don't know how the hell GSP is going to make 155. Is he going to starve himself? It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if he can do it.
It's crazy. But regardless, it looks like the UFC really wants to make that fight. Justin, listen, we're not going to keep you on any longer. You've been on way too long. I think Tough is on too, and you got things to do. Listen, last words to the MMA-Holes. Congrats again. And Contender Series, what's your last words over here?
I just appreciate all the support. You know what I mean? You guys, you know, as you guys been growing, I've been growing as well. And you know, it feels really good to kind of, you know, not to say I wasn't really showing the world my skills, but now I get on a bigger stage and, you know, show a larger amount of people what I can do. And, you know, having you guys backing me and supporting me is pretty awesome. So I really appreciate you guys. And, you know, if you guys haven't, go to my Instagram or my Twitter and give me a like and a share. Greatly appreciate it. So
there you go, Justin the Fort Sumter. You can find him at Fort Sumter MMA on Instagram. It seems like your Instagram's getting popping over there. So yeah, if you're not following him, go follow the Fort, man. This guy's gonna have a nice blue check next to his name very soon. And he's gonna be on top of the world.
Hopefully. Like I messaged them the other day and they're like, "Oh, we can't do it." And I was like, "What?" You know, like, you see me on TV, but it is what it is.
NH says Justin the Fort Sumter is awesome, and you are awesome. You're wonderful, wonderful. Justin, listen, man, I really, we're all pulling for you, and congratulations again. Go get that W, and before you get into that cage with them, come back on again. We'd love to hear how the training's going.
Oh, definitely.
All right. Justin the Fort Sumter, thanks again. Any shout out to any sponsors or anything?
Shout out to Pierre's Float, Trumbo Float deprivation tanks, pretty awesome. Gracie Medical, you know, they helped me out with my cryotherapy. Wash and Wag, they're one of my major supporters. Also, you got CT Supplements. They're providing, you know, keeping me powered and energized for training. Also, Juke Performance. They provide my mask bodysuit. That's
you say
a full resistance suit, which is pretty awesome. I'll share a link today.
Super chat.
Hold on. They're still coming. Hold on.
Don't stutter during or post-fight interview.
All right, don't stutter during your.
I try not to.
Yeah, how does that work? Yeah, we'll talk about that next time. Thank you for that.
Also, one more Red Coast. They provide the CBD water for me. Redwood Coast. They're out of California, so they provide water to me, and it's done pretty good. CBD water. If you guys haven't heard of it, check it out. It does wonders for the body. Even though the pharmaceutical companies are trying to screw them, nah, don't trust them.
Don't trust them.
CBD all the way.
CBD. There you go. Isn't that marijuana? CBD? What is that?
No. Well, see, it's derived from the plant, but it doesn't have the psychoactive properties like THC.
Okay.
So there's CBD and THC. It doesn't have any THC in it, but you should look it up. It's real good stuff. They have CBD oil. They have CBD water, CBD candy, and a lot of stuff.
We have a CBD donation with Nate Diaz. We actually have a CBD. I just thought it was weed. I had no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna look into it. Maybe I don't know, play around with that. All right, so there's a lot of CBDs in the chat. There you go. All right. Justin, thanks for coming on, man. And like I said, when the fight gets a little bit closer, or if they announce the date or anything like that, come back on, and love to have you back.
Thank you very much.
All right, Justin Sumter. There he is. Justin the Fort Sumter. There it is. Fort Sumter MMA. Check him out. The Tough is on right now. We got Cuccinella versus Mitchell on the ground. Over here, we got Tough 27 on, and Mitchell is getting the back with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first round on Cuccinella. See if he finishes that fight. What do you guys think in the chat? Justin Sumter, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We'll talk about whatever you want. We're only going to take this 18 more minutes. This is TGIW, the MMA-Holes friend of the show. Justin Sumter will be fighting in the Contender Series. Breaking news, motherfuckers. Breaking news. I'm fucking pumped up. I can't wait to react to that. Let's like this for the Fort. 10 more likes.
Dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. You're all wonderful, wonderful. What do you guys think about Justin Sumter, man? He's going to the UFC, the Contender Series. Need more interviews like this, says Sean Hart. All thumbs down, says Chris. Shout out my new video, please. I don't know what you're talking. All thumbs down. What new video are you talking about? What are you talking about? Check this out over here. The MMA-Holes are on a website. That's right. We are live as well. If you could watch the MMA-Holes on the website. Look at this. The MMA-Holes. This site is fucking crisp. Over here, we have a live message board that's 24/7. We're going to dip into that. The best ring girls, Let's Dance. So Rosie O'Donnell is saying Let's Dance, and here we go. All right. He's dancing. It's pretty wonderful, wonderful. There we go. All right, there you go. Thanks to Rosie O'Donnell. That was
wonderful, wonderful.
All right, that's on the message board. I'll give that a like. That's worth my like. There you go. Go check it out if you want to drop something last second over there. The message board's where it's at. We got some stuff. We got mayo and pants. And all right, there we go. Best ring girls. We are live on the website. This website is popping. I see you guys hanging out over here. I see what you're doing. And thank you for all the support. Wish them all the best to Sean Hart. Changed. Sean Hart, are you Craig Lee? It's very Craig Lee-like. And if you are, welcome back. Loyal as fuck, but don't try leaving, says Marky Wahoo. Gonna give it a thumbs down, says Jared Smallbone. I don't care, because we have 70 likes. 10 more likes. There we go, motherfuckers. 10 more likes. Like the shit out of this. Let's have a like party. We're almost done.
I've got
and more likes.
I've got 10 more likes. Fuck you, dislikes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I've got 10 more likes. I hope the dislikes die of AIDS.
Shout out to Ann H, Drunk Savage, BLT. Who else we got over there? There are a lot of people that go over to the website, and you guys are awesome, man. I see you guys hanging out over there. Shout out to all you guys. King's Your Mother's Ring, Gary Banjo Sandwich. If I miss any of yous, respect, shout out. Nuri Muhammad, and all you guys. Shout out my video says all thumbs down. Shout out to all thumbs down's video. Again. Oh, you know what? I wanted to play Marky Wahoo's song over here. We didn't get a chance to play this yet. Hold on. James Kaplan sent me a message. What is this? 10 reasons performance. All right. What does James Kaplan send me? This is okay. 10 reasons performance enhancing drugs should be legal. So I just got this through the DMs. Someone slipped into my DMs. And there we go. Why it should be legal. All right. Let's see the 10 reasons. If PEDs are regulated, they will be safer. Okay. What's the next one? PEDs make the games more interesting and entertaining. Wonderful. That's great. PEDs make the games more interesting and entertaining. Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay. That's a good point. It would be beneficial to the business. Okay, so it looks like nothing about health. Okay, cool. Banning the use of PEDs is a waste of time and money. Okay. The use of drugs in sports is not unfair. In fact, it promotes equality. Okay. Let's see what else you got here. It would reduce crime. This. It would reduce crime. No fuck. Who? Listland. This is hilarious. Shout out to Listland. Go check this out. Oh my god, this is so fun. This is the greatest article ever. Thank you for dropping this into my DMs. It would reduce crime. What does that even? All right. Let's see what else we got here. Equality. Oh my god. Here we go. Drugs don't play as big a role in the match as many people like to think. Banning PEDs doesn't make sense. Nonsense. Oh my God. Athletes are going to use PEDs regardless of rules. So they're going to use it anyway, right? Okay. And number one, my body, my choice. There you go. All right. We should have a top 10 list like David Letterman used to have, right? It's Jesus Christ. What's up, my man? Winners do drugs. It's true. It's true. Jesus Christ. What's going on, man? You remember Justin Sumter. Jesus is one of the few people. Israelis, Jesus Christ. So shout out to my Greek friend over there. Yeah. He remembers Justin from day one. Justin Fort Sumter. Let me open up those phone lines again. 11 more minutes. We're going to shut this thing down. Hey, guys, thank you for the donations. You guys were interesting, as usual. Every time we have an interview, it's just like our thing. Mitchell's taking the back of Cuccinella again in the second round of Tough 27. Looks like he's going to get this thing with the body lock. He's got Cuccinella in a bad spot. But you guys are making it more interesting. How about raising balls? Top 10 most stupid MMA-Holes is Kenshiro Ryu. What's up, Ken? You said you would send my cat's collar back after eating it in your Chinese what? Takeaway. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Showing heart. Jacare Monk photo is legit. This is Marky Wahoo. Oh, that's what I was going to. I got sidetracked. I want to play Marky's song. Let's see. Marky Wahoo. All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to debut this. Ladies and gentlemen. The Fight Buddies are back on Saturday for Bellator 199 King Mo versus Ryan Bader and UFC 224. We will be here and we will be live. So if you're not subbed, the fuck you waiting for? If you did not like this video, you're a cunt. 71 good people over there. So respect to you guys. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful night.
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's time for a song. Marky Wahoo, the debut song. And H goes, Fight Buddies. Are you ready? Hit me with the ones if you're ready for Marky Wahoo's song on the MMA-Holes TGIW. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Hanging with the boys.
This has been fun. I actually had a lot of fun. Chris, you know I sent you that DM. Yes, I do. And I said your name, but I wasn't sure if you wanted your name on air. But it's on your Twitter, so I don't think it really matters, right? But thank you, Clocks. I appreciate that. It's a weird community. I love you guys. Each and every one of you. I'd make out with all of you right now. You're a bunch of weirdos. Speaking of weird.
The greatest show going, the MMA-Holes. Now the greatest show going, the MMA-Holes.
Yes.
Now the greatest show
going, the MMA-Holes. Let's go.
My ball. His name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden pussy to our ears. Bag it, now lick my balls. 10 more likes. Don't forget to hit that button or die the 8. You heard? Let bag it, now lick my balls. The greatest show going, the MMA-Holes.
Yeah, let's go, everybody.
Holes.
Let's go, let's go.
The greatest show going,
MMA-Holes.
Now lick my ball. His name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's
dance.
Golden pussy to our ears. Bag it, now lick my balls. 10 more likes. Don't forget to hit that button or die the 8. You heard? Let that bag it, now lick my balls.
Marky Wahoo. Let's go. Marky Wahoo with another banger on the MMA-Holes. Oh my God, rate that 1 to 10, 10 being the highest over here as Mitchell is taking the back again. He's on the back the whole round on Cuccinella. But Cuccinella's fighting hands and trying to escape. 1 minute and 17 seconds left in the second round. This really is the best show ever. All right. Oh, so hold on a second. Hold on. I got to go back. All thumbs down. Someone was saying, show my Khabib swimming video. Okay. Is that on the website? Where's this Khabib swimming video? Khabib swimming video. I'm going over to... it really is the best show ever. That's true. Oh, wow. You guys are giving it 10s. Wicked World, what's up? Hashtag the MMA-Holes. What's up, Wicked? Only MMA-Holes got these original songs. More songs, please. Yeah, I think we need more Marky Wahoo. We need more cowbell. Vigo 10, NH gives it a 10. Drunk Savage. Wow, I think this might be the highest rated Marky Wahoo song ever. A strong 10 says Vlad. Thank you again, Vlad, for putting this in the Discord. That's right. If you're a part of the patrons over there, you can be part of our private Discord. And shout out to Rosie O'Donnell, a new patron over here. All you motherfuckers, thank you very much. Everyone that comes back each and every time, I appreciate it. King is your mother's ring.
King's your mother's ring.
What's up? This gives it a 10. Michael Anzalone, 10. Sean Hart, negative 10. J420. Do my channel says, all right, all thumbs down. What are we doing? I appreciate your support and your consistency with your donations. It's interesting, and it brings a lot to the show. But sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I sign off the stream, and I'm like, I curl into the fetal position, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? What am I doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Marky Wahoo Music CD Promotions is Kenshiro Ryu. And that song was pretty bad. If you played it nonstop, you'd be pretty fooked up, says Brian Roger. What song are you talking about, Brian Roger? Are you talking about... Are you talking about... What song are we talking about here, Marky Wahoo? I mean, Brian Roger. Are we talking about...
The greatest show going. The MMA-Holes. Now the greatest show going.
The MMA-Holes. We're doing it again! Yes!
The greatest show going.
The MMA-Holes.
Now lick my ball.
One more time!
But he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden pussy to our ears. Bag it, now lick my balls. 10 more likes. Don't forget to hit that button or die the 8. You heard? Let that
Yeah.
My balls.
Balls.
The greatest show going. MMA-Holes. Now the greatest show going.
Fap. Fap.
Hit me with the faps in the chat.
Fap.
The greatest show going. MMA-Holes. Now lick my balls. But fat, his name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden put to our ears.
Yeah.
Bag it, now lick my balls. 10 more likes. Don't forget to hit that button.
All right.
You heard that.
UFC 224 is this weekend. UFC Bellator 199 is this weekend as well. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. I don't know what that was. I think that song just turned me gay. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. All right. I don't know. Jesus Christ. I just got an odd feeling of wanting to suck a dick. All right. Let's see. The MMA-Holes website. Make sure you check this shit out. We are sponsored by our own website. That's how this is going to work. All right. We are live on the website. You can watch it from the website. Make sure you check this shit out. And when the show is done, go to our message board. And yeah, we have the conversation going. And there is some breaking news. I'm going to play it show it one more time over here on the message board. And that's right. Look, if you've seen this goat, breaking goat Mystic Moss holds up a gas station. Now, this might be my favorite post on the message board. It easily is, and I'll probably put this on our Facebook. I think I'm even going to put it on Instagram as well. Shout out to Nuri Mohammed, the activist, is an actual MMA hole, if you didn't know that. Nuri Mohammed. Top Guns is Marky Wahoo. Copyright, Kung Fu Fighting, or a Too Fun Song Next. Says, all right, so Marky Wahoo has some more songs. Let's go over here. We're Googling it. Bellator. And yeah, King Mo versus Ryan Bader. Now, Ryan Bader was on the MMA Holes. If you haven't seen it, you could go run it back. And I made some jokes to him. I called him Masturbator. I actually asked him if anyone has called him Masturbator. That's right. I actually asked Ryan Bader, has anyone called him Masturbator? You can check out that video on MMA Superstars. And I like this fight. King Mo versus Ryan Bader. I think this is a good one here. Some people have been down on King Mo with his style of fighting, but he has won a lot of fights. 21-6-0 versus 24-5-0. Former UFC fighter who is currently a Bellator champ, fighting in the heavyweight Grand Prix now versus King Mo. Let's see who else is on this card over here. Paul Daly, John Fitch. Love it. Good fight over here. A welterweight fight is the co-main event. Paul Daly's a beast. What is up with this pop-up? Go away. Go away again. Okay. Aaron Pico is back. The kid that's on a 2-fight win streak over here versus Lee Morrison. This is a good fucking card. I tell you what is up with this? What is going on? Fucking pop-ups. Chad Congo, who is washed up, but he's still Chad Congo, and he's probably going to have another boring fight versus Javi Ayala. Adam Piccolotti versus Carrington Banks. I like this card. For a Bellator free card, why the fuck not? Why not? How many people in the chat will be watching Bellator? How many people in the chat will be watching UFC 224? How many people watch the MMA Holes? And how many people will be watching everything? Get me to 80 likes. We're going to shut this shit down. Guys, thank you so much for watching the MMA Holes TGIW. We'll be back on Friday for Fuko Friday to roll the Dive Doom. And it is wonderful, wonderful, so stay tuned for that. Wonderful. Let's see what we got in the chat. Will you be watching UFC, Bellator? 80 likes. Will we get to 80 likes? Let's go. I want 80 likes because of my autism. Give me 80 likes. I need 80 likes. Let's go, MMA Holes. One more 10 more like song, and we're going to shut this shit down. Thank you for watching. Brian Roger says, Chad Congo is the problem with Bellator, who still wants to see Congo. Everything is free. He says Kenshiro Ryu. Everything, says Almond Brothers. Gary Benjamin says, I'm watching UFC 224. Sean Hart said, should be some great fucking fights. I'm watching everything. I'll try to watch both cards, but I'll definitely be watching the MMA Holes, says Wheezing. 5 more likes. 5 more likes and Bruce Buffer dances. Like. I try to watch both cards, but I'll definitely be watching the MMA Holes. That's right. Chris, I'll be DVRing Bellator and at the casino bar watching the UFC pay-per-view. My picks are in on the notice board. This is Gary Banjo Sandwich. Oh my God. That's tiring. Did Artem sign with Bellator yet or no? If no, fuck it. This is Jesus Christ. Let's see what Gary's picks are. Let's see what Gary's picks are. He says he put it on the message board. Later, Marky Wahoo. Thanks for the song. All right, so Gary Banjo Sandwich. Here's Gary on a... Oh, look at this message board. It's so good. Where are your picks? Maybe I got to refresh this. I don't know. I'll check it out after the show. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I do appreciate it. 75 likes. 5 more likes. Let's go. Hurry up and like this shit so we can go already, says King's Your Mother's Ring. How many Jews and how many blacks are here, says Carl Olaf. Fap. All right. I'm going to stop this. I've had enough. I've had enough fun for one show. There's only just so much fun I can have. If you guys are watching this on a replay, thank you. If you guys are watching this live, thank you. If you're not subscribed, you're a dick. If you are subscribed, you're
wonderful, wonderful.
I'll see you on Friday for TGIF. No, that was Full House. I'll see you for Fuqua Friday. And always remember, don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-Hole.